So hello.
Hi.
So I have a very simple but strategic question. The issue that in gaming there is many sectors, and we adopt at this moment the strategic way of our vision. It's applied game and serious game. Do you think that according to the market, as known as we are going to African market and Arabic market, do you think that this kind of game is interesting, or do you suggest another way?
Of course, coming from Europe, I'm a fantastic expert of both the African and the Arab market. So, but no, thank you very much for asking me nonetheless. So, serious game has a big advantage and a big disadvantage.
Okay.
It has the disadvantage that typically it's very hard to make a lot of revenue with end users. So if you have a great game, it's true that maybe parents will buy it for their kids so that they learn something, but maybe it will not be so mass market like the last Overwatch or whatever big mass market entertainment game out there.
Okay, comparing with free-to-play.
Comparing with a free-to-play, especially because you don't need to pay for it, you can start immediately.
Okay.
So on the end market, it may be more a niche than a mass phenomenon, serious games. So that's what I would say is the disadvantage.
Okay.
The advantage, of course, of serious games always is that maybe you can find someone, actually it's quite possible, that is your project partner for the game. So that is maybe an institution, a government, an NGO, someone who says we have a message or we have something that we want to be transported to the younger generation. Not only the younger, also of course with casual games. They're being played nowadays on mobile phones by our mothers and by everybody. So they just want to adopt the new technologies, to reach out with their learning experience, with their message. All sorts of things are possible. Is it health issues, even whatever? And you as the game developer then can say, okay, the project has a certain cost, give it to me and I realize it for you. And then that's of course a better situation than normally when you go to the end consumer market, you need to advance the entire financing of the project. So that's a clear advantage, that you have someone giving you the money up front.
So based in your, based in your answer, do you think that there is a solution in this kind of game, applied game? Do you think that it's interesting to make both serious game but free to play also? Again, the advantage and
I guess for the guys who commission the project, he does normally not have the interest to make a lot of money with end users as revenue.
Yes.
So for him, it doesn't matter. The more people that play, the better is it as a success in his opinion, typically. And in that sense, giving it free to play is of course fully fine. The question you are pointing to is then, is there afterwards the possibility, like always in free-to-play, to charge for something in the game?
Yes.
For items, is it fashion items, function items, or convenience to save time? And in theory that's possible. But the question again is whether you have enough people to play the game. I may be a stupid, ignorant asshole, but to me, entertainment is not the same like edutainment.
Yes.
And I think it's a law of nature in my perception that edutainment means niche and entertainment can mean mass market. And it's a fact that is not contestable that in free-to-play the majority of players that are actively enjoying your game never give you money. So it's very typical that with PC games, a maximum of 10% of all active players ever give you any money. And in mobile games, so to speak, it's worse. That's maybe 5% typically, or less that ever pay you. Meaning, if you want to generate substantial funds from end users, and only a small percentage ever pays you, you require a big base of players, and then it becomes uncertain whether you can reach out to these numbers with a serious game.
So actually,
but you also asked me for Africa
yes.
and Arab countries specifically. From the little I know, I feel that specifically in mass market gaming, there is a lack of content from Arabia. It's such a huge population in Arab countries, and from my limited view, there is not enough local produce,
yes.
and it's fun to play. I'm not so sure whether everybody is then, if there's not enough fun to play, everybody is happy to play edutainment. But
okay,
if
so
it's
it's
well
depends,
done,
yes.
it's possible.
It's actually, it's depend on the community.
Yes, so whatever you mean with this specific,
Yes,
and it's
so
always
I mean
depends on-
that the vision of any studio game specialized in games, he must study the community before tracing his vision.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it's clear.
Ideally, yes. I mean, you can crank out in your garage a fantastic game, not caring for anyone. And in principle, if you really like it, there's a good chance it will be a good game. Let other people like it as well.
Okay, okay. So thank you very much.
Very welcome.